This tutorial shows you how to create a WordPress.com account and a new site. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, there's actually three things you want to do in advance of creating your account with WordPress.com. The first thing you want to do is figure out what a keyword-rich address might be for you. That it means that in your actual address, when you make an account with WordPress.com, you immediately get assigned a site, and that site needs to carry a unique address with it. The suggestion is to make a keyword-rich address so that if you are wanting to do a website on Fancy Socks, then you would want to see if there's if Fancy Socks is available in the WordPress world for you to use, and therefore your site talks about what your domain name or your web address talks about the nature of your website. Similarly, if you had recipes for cupcakes, then you'd want to make a keyword-rich address like Yummy Cupcakes or Yummy Cupcakes Recipes.wordpress.com. This will come into play in a few minutes. A not so great or a poor version of a keyword-rich address is if you just put in a bunch of letters and numbers. Google can't get any sense of what the nature of your site is based on this. And I mention Google because these keyword-rich addresses helps Google position your site when people search for either socks or cupcakes in this example. In addition, you also want to make a complex password. That is to say, you want to make a password of uppercase and lowercase letters, some special characters, and some numbers. In this case, this is very long, but definitely do that in advance so you can just type it in at the time that it's asked for. The last thing you're going to do is dedicate an email account to your WordPress account and just have that ready. So here we go. Okay, so you're going to go to WordPress.com. Your screen should look like this, and make sure it's .com and .org. .org actually has a completely different looking website, so just make sure it's WordPress.com and click on the Create the Website. So the first screen you get is the site address screen, and here is where you want to put your keyword-rich address. So in keeping with the Fancy Socks concept, we're going to go ahead and type in My Fancy Socks. Turns out it is available, and it's available because it tells you, it doesn't give you a warning, and it tells you with a green check mark. And just to show you what it looks like if they already have an address taken of the one that you want, you're going to see, sorry, that site already is taken. So put back ours, My Fancy Socks, that goes away, and now we create the site and continue. So your site address is now that. You want to type in your email account. And you want to type, they're going to load your username by way of that email account. Don't worry about this. This is something you can change later. And then you want to type in your complex password. Okay, click Next Step. Now, this screen you want to ignore initially, but what it does is say that WordPress will offer at this moment for me to go off and get myfancysocks.com, and all I need to do is pay them $18 a year and add it. Okay, if you anticipate getting a domain name through WordPress, you can do it later. You do not have to do it now. So I'm going to have you skip this step number 3. We're going to scroll down and go to No Thanks. Okay, to choose a theme at this point, you can choose any of these. What I'm going to do is have everybody start with the theme called Motif, M-O-T-I-F. And because I don't have an opportunity to search for a theme, I'm just going to go ahead and select Eden. You can select any of them. Okay. Step 5 of 5 gives you a couple of different packages. We're going to stay with the free initially, but eventually you might think about getting the premium. The premium offers a lot of advantages, which we'll go over in class. So you can scroll down under free, select free, and they are now asking you to verify your email address. So it just so happens my email account that I had set up for this demo showcases the WordPress.com confirmation email. So I'm going to click on that, click on Activate the Account, and now I'm in. As we proceed with learning WordPress.com, go ahead to the next tutorial talking about what the account and what the site dashboards are all about.